harvest festival, which we always look forward, is fast approaching. So it is Pongal, Sankranti, Bihu, whatever we call. So it's fast approaching. Happy Sankranti for all of you. To begin with, what is happy mind and how can we keep our mind happy? And it is definitely beautiful one. How to go about is the question. Only in Indian culture do we find the thing that is
one minute. All can be muted, please. All can be muted. There is a lot of disturbance. We can't hear. Please get muted. Except the speaker.
There is the concept of mind and body only in Indian culture specifically. So with the physical thing, when we have pain, ailment, doctors are there to take care. But what about the mind? Still the stigma, even to this day, exists that we should be consulting a counselor, a psychiatrist. What will they label us with? We are so scared of. So then how to keep our mind fit and fine? A fit mind in a fit body is what is required, is said by Swami Vivekananda. So how to keep that? See, we have yoga, we have meditation, we have pranayama, all the forums there. So now how do we go out? How do we put it into practice? Because emotions that are negative are very fast approaching. Means they catch hold of us very quickly. Crying, getting anxiety, tensed, worried. These all comes very quickly without knowledge. But how do we keep ourselves away from all this is more important. Be young, be old, be in the middle age. All these negative things comes to us very quickly. So you might ask me, ma'am, you're talking about happy mind. Are you happy? I would always say, yes, I am happy. How did it come? I'm frank enough to say, now I'm 50, approaching 50. I'm born on August 15th, so I'll be 50 this year. It has taken me around some 40 years to get all these things. How do we keep oneself happy is the question. First thing I would wish to say, age for us, for both mind and body, is just a number. If you take 81, make it vice versa. It will be 18. If I make 50 vice versa, I am just 5 years old, right? So this way, why don't we accept the age? And it happens. Whether you want it, you don't want it, we do not know. Age happens. So 82 will become 28. So think that way and go ahead. So one thing that I would wish to insist that we need to have, whatever might be the age, is passion. Something that should hold us to this Mother Earth. What is that is the question. Passion, passion. M.S. Subbulakshmi is known throughout India for her singing, and especially Suprabhatam. Once it is on in the home, then only we used to get up. Of course, now there are a lot of changes. So Uttishta, Uttishta, Garuda Dvaja means all of us would get up. That was the tradition, but now in many homes it still continues. So M.S. Subbulakshmi Amma was sitting in her home in Tamil Nadu. And suddenly there was a beggar person who is in the outside the home asking for some food and money and singing a beautiful song. And Sadashivam sir was there sitting right in front of her. They thought, what should they share with that beggar boy? And thought, no, now I don't think so. We have to get up and go. Amma said, I'm tired. I said, but that song went on ringing in her mind, and she started singing for herself slowly. Sir observed it and said, do you like that song? And Amma said, I like that song. Then she said, I will go now. Sir said, yes, you can go. And he never knew where she was. She just opened the gate of her home and started running behind the beggar person. And everybody were looking, M.S. Subbulakshmi behind a beggar person. She went behind her for him for a long time caught hold of him. He was thoroughly shaken because he knew who Amma was. And he told, Amma, what do you want in Tamil? And she said, the song. And he told, Amma, you're such a singer, you want this song. Then she never left him, brought him home, made him sit, gave him food, coffee, everything, and said, now please tell me, I will record, I will memorize the song, I'll write down, and did all the puruskara for him, then Satkara, Atiti Satkara, and then sent him. See, at that age, when she was tired and relaxing, she never gave up. Singing was passion for her, and she wanted it at any cost. And once she was in Delhi, she wanted to sing for a big concert where the President of India would come. The President from the office, one person came and asked, President home, they want her to come earlier, share the breakfast, and then go for the concert. And the husband, Sadashivam sir, said, she is so devotional, unless she finishes her concert, she doesn't eat anything. And do you think right now she's available? No. She is there in the temple nearby, singing all by herself and praying God that the concert should go on well. And first, the song will always be dedicated to the Lord there. So this is passion. Whatever the age might be, stick on to something, stick on. The second one is, the point that I would wish to share is, have big dreams. It is crime to dream small. You might ask me, I am 40, I am 50, I am 70 or I am 20. Ma'am, how can I dream big at this age? What dreams will I get? So I feel you should try and get big dreams even now. Because APJ Abdul Kalam sir, whom I consider as my mentor, I have met him for 10 minutes personal meet in the year 2005. He came down all the way from Delhi to meet me after I got my doctorate. So he said that. And what does that mean? When he was President of India and when he was not there in the post also, he used to coach 30 students, 30. That is both boys and girls selected throughout India. Means he had a driver, he had a cook, he had people to help him. But all the 30 who joined him for 90 days training session, chargeless. So they would all have to get up with him early morning, do all their washing clothes, washing plates, helping him to cook. And he would teach them each and every point, and those 30 would become perfect future citizens of India, and they have become big achievers. Thanks for those students and for their parents who sent them to learn the lesson of life. Look at the person, our Kalam sir, and at that age also he would say, one day, I would perish, not from India, from all of your minds, but amidst students only. And I would just sit and wonder, is it possible? Because birth and death, these two are not there in our hands. Both the ends are not with us. So how can this happen with this man? And if I remember, and it is right also, he passed away in amidst a huge crowd of students and teachers only. So whatever we think that is positive and send it to the universe, that is the thoughts that will come back to us. Look at that person, what he dreamt, what he wanted, and what he did was single-handedly. 30 means out of 12 months, how many batches of students came out from his university, from Kalam University, I would call rather. So please have big dreams. This is more important. The third point, I repeat, the third point would be give up small things in life. Then the question arises, do you do, Sangeetha? Yes, I do. That's why I'm insisting for this third point. What is that we need to give up? Small things. I would wish to share a birthday party. There is huge crowd. Unexpected, so many have come down. For lunch, there's a hue and cry. On top of that, normally what we do, we always try to squeeze in the first batch. Why don't we give up and see to that all are comfortably placed and see to that the host are in the comfort zone. The second thing is there is some thing in the bank and now they have called us. We are the customers. There's a huge queue over there. And what we do, there's a friend of us standing or our father or somebody standing. We try to join them there in between, breaking the queue. Then what happens? The queue becomes a big one and an uncontrollable one. The mob becomes a crowd and you know the crowd behavior, then the police has to come. Other ways also, why do we do this? I want to become first. Please give up that. I know in other good things, we have to stand first and become first. But when we are standing in a queue to pay a fee, to pay our electric bill, of course, now it's all online, such things, why are we running? And this will create tension within our body and mind. And next day you see, you sweat a lot. You are tired, you are exhausted. Instead of that, no, try to help the maintenance of the crowd and say that queue and say that, please see, I'm standing in the queue. You also stand. And if 5 of us or 10 of us, 20 of us do, automatically the queue becomes normal. So we should increase the population of people who are giving up small things. In the morning, I'm about to go to my office. My mother was in some mood. She shouted at me. What happened? I took it to my heart. I went to the college. I shouted at students. And in turn, the students went, what will they do? They will do it on the siblings, the younger ones, because they have no place. Or they shouted on the servant maid. Until the night, it again goes back to the universe. Again. So in a day, approximately 40,000 thoughts come to us, 40,000 thoughts to each one of us. And if we go on saying, oh my God, road is not all right. Educational institutions have all become money-minded. Politicians are bad. I don't know. This time, the electric bill has come this way. I don't know. This dogs have increased on the street. This fellow is not all right. That fellow is not all right. What do you do except by cribbing? Nothing to be do. So why don't we become self-prime ministers? Make a crowd and go get a simple letter done and type that I am an Indian citizen. That's it. And get the signature done from the neighbors who are willing, of course. Bus shelter is not there. Auto fellows or private taxi owners are charging us more. Get it. Go and meet the corporator, the MLA, the MLC, and say we have this problem. Because we are not doing this, people are taking us for granted. There's an old person, he's finding tough to cross the road, and somebody is needed to hold the hand. We just see and go away, isn't it? So why don't we catch hold of the person, or there's a differently abled woman crossing? Why don't we help them? So these are all small things. And when we're walking, we see a big stone there, and we say, gee, they've thrown a stone over here. Who is that? We crib. But we don't take that and put it away onto the pavement side. Why don't we do all these small things? This counts a lot. And people around you are watching you, mind you. Whenever I'm there, inside my home also, I feel there's somebody watching me. Because then we know what good things we do, they learn. Everybody would be watching us and they learn. So this is the things, okay? Then the next point which I would insist is, please be alert. Please be alert. It might be whatever age we might be. We always think, Amma, I'm 80. Amma, I'm 82. I'm 70. What is the use of living? I don't know. My children, great-grandchildren, all have gone for the office, for the school, and they think that I'm just a dustbin. I'm not required. No, please be alert. What happened in the neighborhood once, the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law were there, and there was a pregnant woman in the neighborhood in the thing. And after their work, they sat and they heard some sound which was not good. Means somebody who was something like crying, but not loud, also something. So they searched and they found it was just then a door, next door. And they went and peeped in also with great difficulty. They saw epilepsy, that is the fits had come for the pregnant woman, and she was shivering, she couldn't get up also. So they came back, met the owner and said, this is what has happened. Can you afford and come with us? We'll open the lock. They opened the lock, took the mobile, called her husband, and as soon as the husband arrived, the ambulance was ready, and they shifted the mother to the hospital. And look at the thing, because they were alert, both the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, a baby was born healthy. If it was five minutes late, the mother as well as the child would have lost their lives. Pregnancy, we do not know what happens. There would be heart patients, there would be cancer patients, people suffering from high blood pressure, from sugar, are there around us, right? And aging has got a lot of issues. We had not heard of these issues earlier at all, because we have anxiety, stress, anger, all this negativity. We are getting all these things at the age of 20. Because at my college, I'm shocked to see that the students at that early age have developed high diabetes, high sugar, blood pressure. So I'm so no surprised. One side we have hereditary, that we cannot avoid. But what about this? So we have to be alert. Alert means who went down in the road, what happened, just keep an eye. If they need the help, we are always there to rush and help them and save the lives. Lives are very, very, very important. The next thing that I would insist is, do not become a judge. Never become a judge, because most of us have preset notions. Preset notions are very, very dangerous. Somebody who has spoken about my neighbor uncle, that he is a very angry guy. So immediately we say, oh, he might shout at us now. So these sets of preset notions are very harmful, and this will result in judgment. So unless you know the problem, you have seen the problem and tested, do not come to conclusion. Our television sets are on, our newspapers are there, our mobile are there, the electronic gadgets are always there. There is the good and the bad, I know. But what I insist is, switch on to the good part and leave the bad part. What is happening is, the political party, one likes one party, the other likes the other party. So from morning till evening, please check out in our homes how many news channels are there. We switch on from this to that, that to that, that to that. In the home, from morning till night, if the negative thoughts are just dropping in there, how many negative thoughts are there to trouble us? And so, this serial to that serial, I'm not blaming the viewers of the serials. There are lots of vamps and villains there. Do we come across such big vamps and always troubling the hero and the heroine there? So do we, then after some years I have just watched, even to just say hi or bye in tata, that is bye, I'm saying. In big cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, and all, we are so scared. We always say, he might come and snatch my chain. He might kidnap me. See, how are we getting the fear, the scariness, and the anxiety within us? Not that out of 100 who are passers by, are all thieves there. And the neighbor girl or the woman who comes is a cheater. Oh, one coming to hurt us there with a knife. All this goes on in the serial and the films, and we are impressed because they pass on the message quickly, and you just test your children and grandchildren. They remember all the film names, actor and the actress. But what about the lessons? They don't remember. That catchy it is from a small child till the aged ones. Of course, I'm telling with the number. It's not that aging real one I'm talking about. All the things get into our mind stored very quickly. So never ever become a judge. And you just see in a day how many times we take the role of a judge. Then why do we need the High Court, the Supreme Court, the Family Court? We are all judges, right? We ourselves can give the judgment. Why all this unnecessary pay and the effort of them to study all that and write exams and become great judges out of experience? We all can become judges, right? So morning some fight happened. No, she is right, he is wrong. He is right, she is wrong. The whole day, the whole week, the whole thing always ringing around all the maybe 2 or 3 of us in the mind whole week. Oh, that rotates around us, isn't it? Neither do we sleep, nor do we eat properly, and acidity comes, and one will definitely go to a doctor. Sure. The weak one will definitely go to the doctor. See, what all problems are we getting? Because we become judges. She is walking right for her evening walk in the park, and suddenly the comment is there, look, she doesn't work at home. That's why she's strolling over here in the park. No, she has been strolling from 1 week or 15 days. My God, even a small centimeter she has not reduced. So I asked for the comments there. So this goes on. This negativity troubles us. Always people say you should have two vision. I always speak of these two visions. What are the visions? One is you see the whole society and yourself as Yudhishthira of Mahabharata. That is Dharmaraya, Yudhishthira. For him, when the Guru asks Dronacharya, he will say, Guru, the whole world is so truthful. It is so patient. It is so beautiful. It is filled with good people. When the same Guru calls Duryodhana and asks, how do you see the world now? So he says, it's full of negativity. It is full bad. I need to correct everybody. Full of anger. I need to conquer the whole of the world. So these things are there. So I always tell people, look at the world, look at your family, look at yourself from Yudhishthira, Dharmaraya's point of view. Everything looks good. But you might ask me, Sangeetha, for you also? Nowadays, yes. Even a thief looks good for me. So I'm saying this is how judgment has to be pushed aside. This element, unfortunately, without our knowledge, it comes, and everybody has. None of us are exception for this. The next one would be very interesting one. Never ever give up your goal. See, you can have a book, thought for the day, and just write for a day, today I am going to help somebody. If nothing you could do, just there are so many plastic things falling down in the home, fill up water and keep on your compound. that a bird or something will drink and go. If there is a stone there, just push it aside. So make something like that. That will help you a lot. Means to reach your goal, never give it up in the end. There are a lot of hurdles. Such things, if you can't make it for a day, thought for a day, there are lots of books available in the market. If it is not available, I want to speak truth. Then lot of hurdles come and they see to that, that situation see to that you speak lie. So instead of that, what you do, you never give up. I remember a story. There was a Christian nun and she had to go to Himalayas and spread happiness and peace and help people to understand it. The village was amidst a forest and amidst the mountain area. So she started walking and she slipped. Touched her feet had got some wound. Then she told, never mind, I'll continue my journey. And she started walking down. She found a mule there, a big animal. Normally people sit on the back and drive. So she sat on that and she was taking it. And then a stone came, the animal slipped and fell down. It had a big injury. Again she got on, it was already dark. She couldn't move even. Then she told, Lord, you have to help me. I've come here to serve people. And she started walking in the dark. And suddenly, after some time, she hears people talking. Then she thought, oh, the hamlet, that is the village is close by. And she walked in there. Then the people received her. Then she took the rest. And from morning, she started off with the work. Never, never, ever give up your goal at any cost, at anything, till you achieve. You please go on and on and on, and only then you will become a successful person. Successful person means you need not get a state award, a national award. You need not get anything. You need to stand in front of a mirror. I teach my students or wherever I go, just stand in front of a mirror, take your hand and pat your back and say, good job, good job. Nobody is going to pat your back because we normally do not pat others back when they do good. We rarely do that. If it is our children, if it's our relative, then we do. Do we do in the large scale? No. So people won't do for us. So instead of that, to motivate ourselves, just pat our back. What's there? So one thing I would wish to say here, one of my guru, that is Dr. C.R. Chandrasekhar, always tells in the lecture that he delivers. He was a professor at NIMHANS and now he runs a counseling center. He always says that what he says is, you should always smile and say others. Suppose a neighbor or a relative, somebody has invited for food. Why don't we go there, have our food and say, awesome, the chapati was too soft, the curry was too good, the lemon rice was tasty. So I'm thankful for you for offering me such a good breakfast meal. And you see the smile on the face who has hosted you. And there might be little salt less, little salt more. Never bother and say, it was too good, it was too good. And then you see the change. You will be again invited. I'm not asking for that selfishness. I'm saying only when we praise others and we say good thing about others, will we get back the same thing from the universe for us. So this, what our doctor says, the psychiatrist, he says, does it cost you anything? No. Then why don't we praise others? You see a child giving the remote to you while watching TV and you just pick it up. Just say, so sweet you are. I wanted to watch news now or this quiz program. You gave it to me. You're so good. Thank you. And you should see the change, the relationship, even the small relationship changes. And do we pay for that? Not even a 10 NP there, right? So why don't we do? Why don't we use? So using small techniques that I'm spelling out. Is it possible for us to do is the question. People say, ma'am, very tough, because people have seen me with oil face. But I say, no. Slowly start. And this is where we come. And the next thing that I would say is, all of you, please do not show to others. Let it be a secret one. Have a paper, have a central line in the paper, mid of the paper with a scale. Make 2 columns. One is positive heading and the other one is the negative. Write your positive things. Ma'am, I can find negative, that is anger, then tension. I shout at people. I scold people. That's there. On to the positive things. I have a beautiful smile. I look good. My hairs are good. My temperament is good. I mean, not false one. Whatever we have. My teeth are good. I have a good skin. I look young. Whatever. I mean, make positives and negative things. And slowly start to work on your negative things and delete that and make one more addition to the positive things. I read book. I'm a social person. Things like that. Make 2 lists. Of course, please do not show your list to anybody. I'm afraid if they know your weakness, then you will be targeted many a times without your knowledge. Then you might wonder what happened. So please keep this list very secretive, and slowly start working, and never ever give up after 1 week, 15 days, 1 month. Because when I started, speaking of all things, maybe 20, 25 years ago, now whenever I'm there in other countries or other places, or in India or in inside Karnataka or in Bangalore, wherever I go, suddenly the people and coming, running and coming and said, you said me in that session, in this session, now we have changed, madam, now we have got this, now we have improved, now we have got all these qualities. I say, you did the hard work. I have never done any such thing. So please go ahead with your positive activity. It is tough to get positiveness, but please go ahead, and from the negativeness, let the things get minimum and let these positive things go on. But one should be truthful, because there is no correction of that paper. That I'm the teacher, I have given the instruction, homework, but I cannot come to you each day. Your conscious is there, right? That will do the rest part. The work will be done by the part of it. I mean, the rest activity you should take care. Now, after speaking of all few points, I will go on for 2 days, because I will be speaking of positive attitude as a motivational trainer for a lot of industries, for summer camps and all that. But what I would wish to say, few end things, because I feel my mother just saw, I mean, with regards to the crowd and with the people present there who are listening. One thing is, please have economical independence. Yes, ma'am, we have the property, we have the money, we have the jewelry with us. Yes, but when the division has to go on, I'm telling, not all your kids and grandkids are bad, but still please keep in your mind that if you are 4 of you, you should make a part for yourself. Never give up for children and great-grandchildren and grandchildren, all the thing, and wash off your hands. Because I'm a social activist and I get called most of the days that old grandparents of 80 years, 90 years are taken away, saying that we will take you to US, we'll take you to Dubai, and even the house is sold out and they're sitting in the payment, and somebody is calling me, their neighbor, and saying they're on the payment. Ma'am, what should I do? Then I will have to search for an old age home where they do not charge them, or if there are no place there, I have to search for a volunteer. So this will take a lot of time as a social worker for me. I'm not blaming that I'll have hectic work. I say these things are running around in the society. So if an apple is cut, then if there are 5 pieces to be made, including you, counting you, please do not make 4 parts. Please make 5 parts. This is very, very, very important. No, ma'am, my son is not like that. My daughter is not like that. Yes, yes. Even my mother is not like that. My father is also not like that. My sisters are also not like that. But you should be careful. This is one, because services can be provided by hospitals and others to take care of us when we are on the bed, when we are ailing. So we need money. That's there. And the next thing that I would wish to say with regards to your health, please have health insurances, because that will cost more and will run out of all the valuables that we have when we are on bed. ICUs are costly and all that. To keep ourselves, we need what we know, that is walking, good food, and all that. I need not go back and say. Please try to be healthier. The third one is dependency should be lessened down. Dependency on children, great children, grandchildren, or youngsters on their parents, or whatever it is. How do we do that? So one has to go for the park in the evenings where we get our group, or to the temples, the churches, or whichever place that we want, which we like. The music and the cultural programs goes on in India where they do not charge you. So we can join such places. And once they see the same old face coming twice or thrice, natural that we develop such fellow beings to become friends wherever we go. So have groups, share things, and try to lessen down the dependency. You need to pay the house tax. It might be that you are not keeping well, but give up that day. Next day, when you are a little bit all right, please try to go and pay the tax or the bills, and never be dependent on all small things. You might think, I'm already 60 plus. Why should I learn? Your daughter or your son or daughter-in-law is not doing well. That day you can go and do these things for the home. And, so I feel dependency on others is very, very, very scary. I want to go for shopping. No. My daughter only should come. Poor woman would have come tired from office. She would shout at us. So I feel we should lessen down our dependency. That's where it counts. Last thing, one has to come to the neutral stage. Neutral stage is samadhi state in philosophy. Is it easy for all of us to go to Himalayas or some caves and say, no, that's not possible. From negativity to neutral, little, then come off towards the positive side. That is, I can do this work. I will do this work. I should do this work. It is possible for me. Have that willpower. Then it's possible. It's always possible. So come to this and come back to the neutral state. There lies happiness. You can always be smiling, laughing. You don't have enemies. They're lessened down in number. And this is the secret or the key for happiness. Tomorrow, a small exercise for all of you, including myself. I do that. Please get up in the morning and say, good morning to everybody that you see. Even the sweeper, corporation sweeper outside, the postman, the courier boy, everybody. And see the change. It took me 5 years to change everybody. Change means just to be positive. Don't expect, but right. Now, as soon as I get up, everybody says good morning. So please enjoy your day. Enjoy the festival that's fast approaching. A beautiful smile in the morning, and keep that smile till you sleep with this few key. I have master key also, but I would wish to end my talk by saying, begin with a beautiful smile. Your mind will be happy, free from all the problems that you have faced the day and earlier or tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks for Dignity Foundation for helping me. Thank you to share my views. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Dr.
you, ma'am.
Sangeetha.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste.
Yeah, now if any members, would like to just ask 1 or 2 questions, we can take that up.
Yeah, sure.
Very useful talk. Very useful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody would like to share anything with ma'am?
Yeah, I would like to
Sure.
really to hear such a wonderful speech from you. It's a real wonder because we are just wondering. We are thinking 101 times something losing, something is missing, something is there like that. As you said, negative thought comes daily, right from the morning to this. Many negative thoughts. We try to wish. But you have got such a positive thinking and this you have developed is really a wonderful thing. And many of the things which you say we want to follow and we are doing it here and there. But many such things we have heard here. Dignity Foundation is based only on many of the things which you have told. They are taking care of our seniors because we have one side economy is out, somebody is not there, some insurance is not there. Everything our Dignity Foundation is taking care. That is one way we are very fortunate. And many of the things we have told this. But as you said, getting into the small things, getting rupture into that, going positive, leaving that negativeness and being independent and economically independent. So many things which you have told. Really, we are all doing it, but sometimes for some people it is quite late. Probably they would have lost it and all. But your speech is wonderful. Especially last you ended, morning you get up, same good morning to everybody, anybody walking. I have seen in Western countries the way they walk, simply they go on walking. You go across, they never even see you. They say, hi, good morning, hi, like that. When I see that, that fellow has already gone back because the day is just a greeting. That is the
no
best
relationship at all.
Yeah, it's the best way because we keep ourselves smiling and we keeping everybody making it and saying, as you rightly told, morning when I go out home and say my watchman with the name, Ganapati, how are you? Good morning. He is elated. He is prepared to do anything for me throughout the day.
Definitely.
And as you rightly told, praising, we don't lose anything. But people are feeling it as if it is they are giving away so much money. They don't praise.
Definitely.
But always say good, something good. These are all the things which we are learning, we are developing, and you have given a wonderful speech. I don't think you are not only PhD. You can be much more deserving person. Thank you very much for such a wonderful speech. We are very much elated.
Thank you.
I would like to share a small thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would like to share a small thing,
Sure.
which you said just now, that we should always wish each other and smile. I found this culture so much very recently. I had been to France. I lived there for a very long time. So there, what I found, people, I don't know French. I can't communicate with people, but in the building, whether I'm a new person, whether they know you or not, they make it a point to wish you in their own whatever way. So I also learned that word. And then I realized that when I wish somebody, that smile on my face remains for quite some time. I may cross that person, but that smile remains on my face and that person's face. So I thought it is so good. It is so wonderful. Why don't we follow this in our country also? No, just wishing somebody with a smile makes a lot of difference to anybody. So this is what you also conveyed. It was so nice.
Thank you so much. What we do, and just injecting back. That's all. All of us know. But while practicing, we are a little slower, or we have stopped because of various reasons. I think we should restart. That's all.
Yeah, that's all. And it is such a small thing. It's nothing, it doesn't take too much of effort. It's a very easy thing for us to do. There's nothing difficult in it. Yeah, it's so nice of you to bringing that up. Thank you so much.
Dr. Sangeetha.
Yes, please.
Kashi Viswanathan speaking.
Oh.
You started off with all the celebrities, MS, and then APG, Abdul Kalam. And then you came down to individuals. each of us, how we should do that.
Mm.
And your way of listing out the priorities in life has been very impressive. The way that
Thank you, sir.
said
Thank
that.
you so
And
much.
you
Thank you.
have covered A to Z of all the things that is required. And
Sir.
early morning when you get up and with a smile, if you face the world, the world will smile back at you. Yes,
Definitely, sir.
that is very
Yes.
important.
Yes, exactly.
And,
Definitely, sir.
you covered about that financial independence. How we should be helpful for others. That is
Yes,
what
sir.
is going to
Yes, sir.
stand in your way. That is,
Definitely.
as Raghu also said, that in Dignity Foundation, we
Huh.
have this camaraderie among the members is something which keeps us going every day. I'm
That's
glad, and from your life, you have listed many things like that. We are very happy to listen to you, and then the happiness is naturally coming to us. Thank you very
Are you,
much.
sir? Big
Dr.
words, big
Sangeetha.
words. Big words, sir. Big words.
Ma'am, I am Jyoti. I am living in Kerala, but I am into dignities from Pune. Okay. So thank you very much, ma'am. It was a very good, very enlightening speech. Actually, we know much of it. Only thing we don't realize it and we don't put it to practice. We particularly anger management, loneliness management, loneliness management.
When the Lord himself or herself, I do not
You
know.
don't have people to share your this thing at this age. I have an appeal to dignity, not to you. Yours was very good, and we are very much benefited by this kind of online sessions. I have an appeal to Dignity Foundation. Can they extend their local groups to other cities? Your dignity is found in Chennai, Mumbai, Pune, and all that. Now, cities like Coimbatore, even in Kochi. I live in Kochi, in Kerala. If they can extend it to, because old people are there everywhere. We are because thanks to online sessions, we are having some means to mitigate loneliness. But Chennai and all have a center. Just now they were talking about Chennai, Anna Nagar and other things. It would be good if there are such centers and chapters in Coimbatore, which has number of senior citizen outfits, and there will definitely be good membership from there. I appeal to Dignity people, Dignity Chennai chapter or some other chapter to take up this appeal from me and extend it to other centers. More so, similarly, Thrissur in Kerala, even Kochi in Kerala has number of senior citizen homes. There is one is starting in Palakkad. So you will definitely have people of this kind. And of course, we all suffer from loneliness. And if we sing or who is there to praise us? Only old people should praise us. Thanks to online session, thanks to COVID, that way we are benefited. Otherwise, we would have been completely shut. One benefit of COVID was this. Okay, thank you very much. It was a very enlightening session, and I have this appeal too.
Yes, Jyoti ma'am, I would like to speak to you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your feedback. Actually, we are trying our best to start something like you said in either let's see, hopefully Coimbatore. Some talks are happening, but very early stage right now. But I will put your suggestion across to the management. Even in Kochi, if it's possible, we will try our best. So
thank you, ma'am. Thank you for
listening
to me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Sangeetha. It was truly an inspirational, motivating session with you, and thank you for taking the time out to address all of us today. And it's our true pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a good evening, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. And happy Pongal ahead. Pongal and other festival days are ahead. All the best.
Yes, everybody happy festivals, all festivals, Pongal and happy Lori and everything. Have a good time ahead.
Thank you.
Happy Sankranti.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.